Hey, so do me a favor.
Okay.
I want to clean up your intro.
Okay.
Um, before you got into cold calling,
Oh yes.
yeah, you still have cold call breath. Okay,
uh,
so when you call, like I'm gonna give you this lead right here. Cindy's the seller. Okay,
okay.
hey, is Cindy there? This is Cindy. Hey, Cindy. Looks like you filled out a form on my website about selling your property there in Sumter. Are you
Mhm.
still looking to sell that property? Yes. Awesome. How much are you looking to get for it? You're very much like, hey, good afternoon. I'm calling to confirm that you wanted to do that. It doesn't, it's just subtle little differences, right?
Mhm.
Difference there is like, one, you reached out to me. You're the way you're saying it is like, hey, I received some information that you're looking to sell this property and I'm calling to confirm that.
Mhm.
It just comes across as like the potential spam that I get on my phone all day, every day. So I don't want professional Ken. I want Ken that hangs out with his friends on the weekend, right? Or
I
you
got you.
watch sports?
Yes.
All right. Talk to them like you're watching an NFL game. All right. Like relax. I want to hear the real Ken,
I got you.
not professional Ken. All right.
Hello,
Hey, is Daniel there?
this is Dan.
Hey Dan, this is Ken giving you a call. You actually submitted a form on my website saying you were looking to sell a property over on McKinley Street. Are you still looking to sell that property?
Yes, that is correct.
Nice, nice. I'm glad I was able to get a hold of you. How much are you looking to get for that property?
95.
95. Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about what you have going on there? What's got you looking to sell?
I'm looking to sell this little house and move to an apartment to lower my costs. That's why I said it's a financial decision, not, there's like radon in the basement or something like that. So I've got time. I don't have to sell in the next week or two or month or two. But I'm just, looking at my options. I see you guys' ads all the time on TV and on YouTube and shit. So it's like, just depends on if you if you actually want to buy the house and pay a fair price. I could go through you guys. If you're going to say it's worth $35,000, then it's not worth pursuing.
Understood. How'd you get to that price of 95? I'm just curious.
All right. So a couple of things. One, intro, much better. Okay. Questions, really good. My comments probably steered you in the wrong direction there at the end. I would have liked to have seen you tighten that up a little bit. I felt like that was rushed. Um, the way I would have liked to have heard you like break that down for him was I'm thinking that if we were to come in and do everything that you just said needs to be done, replace those kitchen cabinets, fix like the funky layout, whatnot, max we could probably get for the property would be 145,000. 90 for it. It just doesn't really pencil out.
Mm-hmm.
We would probably need to be somewhere between 60 to 70,000,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of let him then respond because we don't know that doesn't work. It's just a very strong assumption, but
Mm-hmm.
we at least want to explain to him like where most investors are going to be coming in. And then after he says, yeah, that's not going to work, say, all right, so if that's the case, that's where most investors are going to be coming in. If you want to get closer to where you probably need this, you would need to list it with a realtor and then kind of release them that way.
Understood.
So, all right. Let's go to one of my highest volume states, Ohio.
Hello?
Yes. Is this Melanie?
Yes.
Hey, Melanie. My name is Ken. I'm actually following up regarding a message that you sent into my website saying that you were looking to sell a property over on Sproul Street. Are you still looking to sell that property?
Yeah, I am, but I've already listed it with a real estate agent, so I don't know how that would work.
You said you've listed it with an agent. Okay. And about how long has it been on the market? While I pull it up here on my side.
Couple of months.
Couple of months. All right. Have you got any offers on that just yet?
Yeah, I've got a few offers on it.
Okay. Is there any reason why you haven't taken any of those offers?
Yes, I do have reasons, but I haven't.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. What are you looking to get for?
Well, why don't you make me an offer on it?
Well, I don't know anything about it just yet. So what can you tell me about the property? What's that you're looking to sell?
Ken, what do you think you did well on that call?
I didn't let the fact that it was listed with an agent stop me from engaging her, and I tried to dig deeper into why she hasn't accepted as to at least what's going on so far with the listing, as far as from an agent perspective and then from the other buyers.
Okay. What do you think you could have done better?
I would say more rapport with her. I think she still kind of had a wall up as the call went on. Yeah, I think that maybe more rapport is needed. I don't know if the questions I asked were the most effective, but I was trying to, like, the pictures I saw up weren't the best pictures. So trying to just get more information as far as her motivation. I don't really know I still don't know why she was selling that property.
Have you watched all the modules?
I watched the acquisition and comping. I haven't gone through all of them. I did start some of the dispo ones, but I've been JVing for dispo.
Did you watch the mindset ones?
I started there.
All right. So, on the mindset one where I said burn it down and I'm like dancing to Seth Rollins intro music for WWE.
Yes.
So I need you to go watch that every morning, because what I'm about to tell you, I want you to understand I'm being dead serious. Okay. Whatever dollar amount you want to make in this industry, you can absolutely make. If you want to go out and you want to make $1 million, $10 million, whatever it is, you absolutely have the ability to do that. But you have got to forget all of the shit that you knew before you got here. Because, brother, the times that just a little bit of feedback instantaneously better. When you are Ken, you are someone put it on here, Ken Smoot as fuck. Yeah, bro, you are that smooth. You're that guy, right? You've got the natural ability, but then there's little things that come up. At the end of your calls, I feel like it is PTSD from cold calling coming in.
You're not wrong at all.
It's okay, well, this one's not going to work out. See you later. Bye. It's it's awkward. Bro, who are you? You're the buyer, right? That's your role in this conversation. When she's saying I don't do this. I'm a nurse. Okay, I do this. I can tell you exactly how this goes down. Ma'am, you got to tell me what you want instead of just having me guess. She just told you. I would have leveraged the fuck out of what she just told you. You got to listen, right? It's listed for $220 because everybody tells you you list it for more than what you actually want. So you do know what you want. So let's get down to it, ma'am. What do you want? Why do I have to go guess and hope and pray that I tell you the magical right number? What was her energy? Her energy was she didn't give a fuck. What's our energy supposed to be? We don't give a fuck. Ma'am, I've got a spreadsheet over here of 50 of you. You got 50 of me just sitting over here? Hell no. No one's told you the truth. I'm sitting here telling you, I will look it up, but I need to know how much you want for this property. How much do you want for this? This little shop, I don't know if you looked it up, but they bought it in 2010 for $25,000. It's a Lowe's shack that they put on a vacant lot. It's dirt. So it's next to nothing. What's the other one? The rental property. What's it rented for? How much do you want for it to be done with it? What's the right number that you need to walk away? That's what I wanted to see from you. Brother, I am telling you, you have got it. You have got it. So because of that, and also because Bobby's not here, I don't think she is, you're going to call another one. And what I want to see is, I want to see Ken. Only Ken. fuck everything else that's ever happened. The only thing that matters is this call. Listen to what the seller's saying and just be the smooth guy. Just like, dude, the drastic improvement between the first and the second and third calls is enormous. So one is I want you to get the motivated seller that you go in and you take it from start to finish all the way across.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, you can do whatever you want. All right, let's find this.
Hello?
Hey, is this Nancy?
Yes.
Hey, Nancy, my name is Ken. I'm actually following up because you filled out a form on my website saying you were looking to sell a property over on Rubel Avenue. Are you still looking to sell that property?
Yeah.
You are?
So you know, what be able to offer me what I need for?
I'm sorry, I could not understand that. Can you please repeat?
I said you are not going to be able to offer me what I need for it
Well, how do you know that?
because I'm upside down.
You're upside down on it. Okay, well, well, let's start with figuring out how much you need for it, and then let's work from there. All right? Because I mean, somebody's got to buy it from you one day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much?
There's 90,000 on it. That's all the actual, and then there was a second mortgage that I didn't know about. So it's on there, 35,000.
All right. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you owe 125,000 total on that property.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then how much were you asking for?
125,000.
Okay. She's looking to get out of that
I don't want
situation.
anything. I just want to sell it.
Okay.
Okay, can you hold for a moment?
I sure can.
It's either somebody buys it for the prices on it, or I'm just gonna have to put it for foreclosure or bankruptcy.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You said you're gonna have to do something or put in foreclosure and bankruptcy. What was the first option?
Yeah. Foreclosure.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do everything that we can in order to stop that from happening. Okay. Actually, while we're at it, what are your payments for both of those mortgages monthly?
Well, that's the thing. I pay $956 for the 90,000.
Okay.
I never paid a payment on the second mortgage because like the second mortgage, it's not what I need. I didn't even know about it. And I went to sell it, had a buyer, and it hit the closing, and they told me I owed $17,000 on it. Then they said, well, you have a $35,000 second mortgage on it. And I didn't know about it.
Okay, so just to make sure I'm hearing you correctly, you're paying $956 per month on the $90,000 loan, and then you were actually already going to sell the property, and during the closing process, you found out that there was an additional $35,000 mortgage on it, which you were $17,000 behind on. Is that correct?
Well, in order to sell it, I would have to come up with $17,000.
Understood. Okay. And what had you looking to sell it in the first place prior to you finding out about that?
Because I want to quit my job. I'm 71 years old. I'm too tired. I can't continue working the job I'm working. And so it puts me on Social Security, which didn't give me shit.
So you're looking to downsize, is that correct? Just something that's a little bit more affordable?
Living situation.
I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time hearing you.
I said I'm going into a senior housing facility.
Okay. All right. And then what can you tell me about the condition of that property?
So that's concerned, it's good.
One more
It's
time.
good. Electricity is good. Plumbing is good. It's just an older home. Got nice wood floors. They do need bigger finish, but they got good floors.
Okay. All right. And then have you done any repairs to it since you've owned it?
The only thing I've done to it is install ceiling fans.
You said ceiling fans?
Ceiling fans, yeah. And three bedrooms upstairs.
Ceiling fans in 3 bedrooms. Okay. And you had it. Oh, you only had it for about 3 years, so not too long. Okay.
Yeah. No.
All right. Okay. Looking at some recent home sales in the area there just to kind of get a good grasp on what's going on there locally. So if we were able to bring that those payments current on that $35,000 loan, would you be fine with us from there just kind of taking over the payments going forward?
Like I said, I have never been billed a payment for that $35,000.
Mm-hmm.
What happened is that I fell behind because of COVID. I called Carrington, which is my mortgage company. They said, "Oh, that's fine, Nancy. We can help you with that. We can extend your loan for another 10 years and drop your payments." Oh, that sounded great. Well, he sent me papers. Well, I'm sort of a moron when it comes to this kind of stuff. So it was Greek to me. So I didn't understand what I was reading anyway, so I signed the damn papers. And I sent them in. Well, they did exactly what they did. They knocked my payment from $1,200 down to $900, and supposedly added on 10 more years on the mortgage, which makes it 40 years. Never said a damn thing about a second mortgage. And then, like I said, had it up for sale. I sold it. And then when we went to closing, they told me I owed them another $17,000.
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine how stressful that was for you. You know, you're thinking you're about to move on into this next chapter of your life, and then it hits you out of nowhere. You know.
Oh yeah, I was very upset.
Mm-hmm. And how long ago was this?
2 months ago.
About 2 months ago. Okay, and then ever since then, you've just kind of been looking for another way out of this to where you don't have to necessarily drag this on. Is that correct?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want my credit to be filed bankruptcy and push no happens to my credit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. You know, if I can get rid of it, you know, then that would be, you know, me. I don't expect to make any money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it took me a very long time to finally get somebody to buy the damn place. It was on market for like 6 months. And then, you know, like I said, then you figure the commission and all that other stuff for the seller or the broker. And then, you know, it just got out of hand.
Mm-hmm. I'm very sorry that you're dealing with this. Okay. I would love to be able to assist you with this transition into the senior living facility. Let me ask you this: if I were to send you a contract at your at that 125 number, what would be a good email address to do so?
What?
What would be a good email address for me to send you a contract to purchase at your price?
Nancy.
Okay.
Dot.
All right. Thank you very much. So what I'll do then is I'll go ahead and get that sent over to you here in the next few minutes. And It'll just have you electronically sign it, so you won't have to actually print it out or anything. Let me ask you this: have they already threatened you with an auction date, or you on like a very strict timeline, or okay?
No, nothing's been stated.
Okay. All right. So on our contract, what we'll use is just a standard 30-day closing date for right now. That's just a preliminary date. If we're able to, we will try to do that sooner if possible, just depending on what comes back on title, and hopefully there's no more surprises there. Okay. Let me ask you this: how soon would you be able to vacate the property once we close on it? Do you need some time to get your affairs in order? Do you already have a place lined up?
I have a place lined up, but I'm not going to be able to move into that until end of November.
You can't move in until the end of November?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. September, October. Might be first part of November, middle of November.
Okay. All right. And then in the meantime, so I'll let you know what our process looks like from here, and then we can kind of determine if that works for you. So what we would do from here is once we send that contract over to you, we would then just get someone out there from our team to confirm that the condition is as you indicated over our call today. If that is the case, then we'll be able to close within the timeline that we agreed upon. And then we can also provide a stay for you beyond that until you're able to secure your accommodations at the senior living facility. Okay. If the condition for some reason does not match that, we realize that there's more work that needs to be done. We may need to just revisit the purchase price. But as of right now, I think that we are in a good spot. How does that sound to you?
Well, it sounds okay, but I'm going to have somebody look it over.
Absolutely.
I got screwed back here again.
Absolutely.
So I'm not just going to sign.
Understood. And just so you know, we do work with closing attorneys and things of that nature too. So it's not just going to be you and I. So we'll make sure we have the legal covered on our side as well, just so that all parties are protected.
Okay.
Okay.
So you send it over, like I said.
Okay. Sounds good. You should be receiving that here, like I said, within the next, I would say 20 minutes or so at the most. All right.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And what I'll do is I will give you a follow-up call either later this evening if I haven't gotten it back signed, and then if I can't get a hold of you, I'll give you a call back first thing in the morning. Okay. But I'm going to give you a call here shortly.
Like I said, I'm going to have somebody look it over, so it depends on how quickly I can get somebody to look it over for me.
Okay, that sounds good. No problem at all. But thank you again for taking my call, and I'm looking forward to helping you with this transition, okay?
All right, thank you, and have a good day.
You as well.
All right. So let's walk through those objections there at the end and why you think those came out.
Objections as far as having someone look over the paperwork?
Yep.
Maybe because the idea of us taking over her payments was new to her. And so because she didn't, maybe because it was a foreign concept, she figured that she would need to have someone else make sure that it was legal.
No, I think it's because of how fresh or how scripted and unorganic your explanation of the process was to her. I think this is one of those areas where you really got to lean into the different types of seller that you're working with,
Mm-hmm.
right? At one point in time, she was emotional to the point of tears. And that's when I was telling you, I was like, hey, you've got to really lean in here, listen, embrace what she's telling you, right? This is one of those calls that probably needs to go somewhere in the 30 to 40 minute range based off of her position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really, you are naturally a fast talker.
Yeah.
You've got to find a way to slow down, ask more questions, get her credibility through the questions that you're asking. And so there were some questions that you asked, like, do you have a place to go? Yes, I'm moving to an assisted living facility. Okay, when would you like to move into the assisted living facility? What's going to happen to all of your belongings? Is that something that you need help with? like really slowing down and embracing, like, has she thought about these things? Is she prepared for this? Right? Getting her to open up on some of this will just be like one question will get you 3 to 4 answers that we probably need. And then when it gets down to it, I felt like it was very abrasive when you went from asking questions to, I'm going to send you a contract. There has to be like a transition period here where it's like, all right, I think I might be able to make the price work here, but let's talk about what this process would look like. I could send you over a contract for $125. That would pay off those mortgages. But then we need to come out, we need to verify the condition and see if this fits the exit strategy as investors that we think we might have. Because what I want to send over to her right now is a cash offer. I don't want to go sub 2. I said that in the chat. I think you misunderstood me. Right now, sub 2 might be the play later on. But right now, what I'm seeing is, so we've got 1,900 square feet, okay? That we have pictures of when she bought this a couple of years ago. It was in really good shape. Honestly, better than most of our comparables.
On my side, I'm seeing 1,200 square feet.
I know but that's not the square footage. It's 1944. Okay. So then when you look at some other comps that say the same thing, 1,200 square foot, but then you go look it up, 1,900, we've got it pending at 270. Okay. A sold at 200. We've got another sold at 200. So the square footage is going to matter here. This could be basement. Maybe our basement is not livable. Maybe that's the rehab that we need. There's actually some due diligence that we have to do here to determine what our exit strategy would be. And so this is one of those things where I know comping and underwriting is probably an area that you're still trying to grow in. But on the conversation, when you were explaining this, it's kind of irrelevant because I did the comping and underwriting for you. I was saying, hey, let's lock this up because this is what I'm seeing. We go out there, we find out, hey, with $20,000, $30,000 worth of work, could we turn this $125,000 property into a $250,000 property? Banger deal. Right? So that's what we've got to determine before we start about the sub 2. I feel like if we had really slowed down and like in the reverse report section, explain the situation, ask questions. Like, does that make sense to you? Does this sound like something that you would want to proceed with? You did assume the close, but because of who she was and kind of what she's already been through, I don't know that assuming the close was the best thing. And so that's what's led to, well, I'm going to read it. I'm going to have somebody else look over it. I just don't know if she really believed in you in that moment. And so going back to what I was telling you before this call, I think you have all the ability in the world. This is where you are going to have to find a way to embrace listening to what the sellers are telling you instead of what your previous experience was and assuming that things are not going to go correctly, because cold calling can do that to you. One of the reasons I don't want people cold calling, right? They say, I got to get my reps in, right? I got to get my teeth kicked in. That's the Steve Trang, old school, mom jeans way of doing shit, right? There's a better way to do it where you can actually get this lead and you can listen to these sellers and embrace the fact that we can be a solution. Every single one of these sellers that we're talking to today, Lead Zolo fucking brought it today, right? These were great leads that we could be solutions for. It's funny. I saw a comment on here. I think it was Patrick said, you can't close every deal. You can if the numbers work out and the motivation's there, you know. And I felt like this one was there. I think we can salvage this. We can still get it signed, right? But these are great learning moments for you, Ken, because I think you are naturally talented. I think you've got really good just natural ability. You just got to tighten some things up.
Thank you, RJ.
So overall, I'm going to get this this contract sent out, man. Let's keep working day in and day out. Let's get some deals closed. All right, brother.
Thank you very much.
See you.